Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Billy, and in this video I'm gonna be doing, I had the idea to do like a books and baking with Billy type of casual chat. So I'm gonna be making banana bread. I did a poll on my community page, and I asked you guys like banana or pumpkin, and you guys voted banana. So we're gonna be doing banana. I like both. And I'm going to talk about the books I'll be reading in February. So if that interests you, then keep watching. It's February, which is Black History Month, and I'm going to be reading mainly Black authors. And I've picked out 4 books that I want to read. And then I also have like an honorary one, because I find that a lot of the books I seem to be attracted to are very heavy topics when it comes to Black authors, and so I am trying to balance that out. So I picked 2 that I don't think will be super heavy, and then 2 that might be a little heavy. And then I have my one like honorable, I wouldn't say honorable mention, but one that I might go to if I just need a little breather for a minute and read a little bit from that. I wish these bananas were a little bit riper, but I think we can make it work. They still kind of soft. We gonna make it work. I'll put the link to the video for this recipe. Oh, let me mix the aquafaba first. So the aquafaba is just like the juice from chickpeas. So the first book I'm going to read is When Twilight Comes. This book is about a girl whose mother gets sick, and she has to take over the newspaper that her mother runs. She runs an influential like African-American newspaper, and it's kind of like a coming of age for this girl, like turning into a woman. And I'm just mashing up the bananas right now. And it's kind of like a coming of age for the girl. There's apparently going to be issues with her and her sister. It's going to be a little bit of romance. It says she's going to get a new lover. So I don't think that will be heavy. I think it's going to be maybe a few like tough issues, but a pretty light book in terms of like some of the Black literature that I sometimes read. So that's one book I'm reading. And then if you follow me on Instagram, you know I can't stop raving about this book. This probably will be the first book I read for February, and that's Better Than I Know Myself by Virginia DeBerry and Donna Grant. This follows Carmen, Regina, and Jewel, and they are 3 girls. They meet in college. They're all super different, but they become really good friends, and one of them in the future ends up passing away, and you don't know which one it is until the end. And so they all have their different issues. You have Carmen, who's just trying to make it. She is trying to get out of her situation. She wants to be a doctor. You have Regina, who is from a very well-off family, and she just feels suffocated. She feels like they're fake, and she just wants to get from under them and just live life on her own terms. And then you have Jewel, who is a childhood actress, who was a childhood actress, and she has a, momager mom. And her mother wants her to, stay in showbiz, and she just wants to like branch out and figure out what she wants. And so this one, again, I don't think it'll be too heavy. We have mashed these up pretty well. And now we're gonna start doing the other ingredients in this other bowl. These aren't as right as I want them, but it's still gonna be good. it's still gonna be good. Okay, it's still gonna be good. Another book I want to read in February is Native Son by Richard Wright. This is a classic. I actually started it. I didn't get very far because I just wasn't mentally ready. But if I remember correctly, this follows Bigger Thomas, and he is imprisoned for killing a white woman, and that's all I really know about it. I just knew, like, off from the gate starting that book, I was like, this man got a life. He has a tough life. And I am looking forward to finally reading it because I've heard a lot about it, but I've just never personally read it. So we are going to read that. And then now I'm just mixing all the ingredients together by hand. Starting to like thicken up and everything's starting to just blend together. Like I said, I'm looking forward to reading that. The only other book I've read by Richard Wright is Black Boy, and I really enjoyed that. So I think going in mentally ready, I think I'll really enjoy Native Son as much as you can enjoy a book about the topic that it's on. The last book I want to read in February is James Baldwin, Just Above My Head. James Baldwin's probably one of my favorite authors, but I haven't heard many people talk about that book. I feel like you mostly hear about, you know, Giovanni's Room and If Beale Street Could Talk and his other more popular books. I don't feel like you hear about that one that much. So that book follows a man who his brother is murdered in a club, and he goes to like settle his brother's affairs. And I believe it's through this that he learns more about his brother and perhaps tries to figure out why he was murdered. You know, sometimes I just be going into books blind, and I think that's good sometimes, you know, not to know too much. But I love the way James Baldwin wrote, and I've liked everything I've read from him. So I think this month is going to be a lot of like good reads. Like I feel like I'm going to like everything. I think all of it's going to be good. I hope. But yeah, I just thought this would be a fun video. I'm gonna add walnuts. I like to add walnuts to mine. I'm an eyeballer, so I just kind of add some in, and then I'll see what it's looking like, and then I will add some more. If that gets a little too heavy, in January I read The Hobbit, which I really, really enjoyed, and I'm going to be reading the Lord of the Rings series. So if any of this is too heavy, I'm just going to escape to another world, and I'm going to start reading the first book, which I think is The Fellowship of the Ring. So that's going to be like my reprieve, like my book. If I need to, just like if it's too much in any of the books, I'll just read a few pages of that and then go back. So yeah, those are my plans. I feel like life has been so busy lately, and I am looking forward to this little treat that I am making for myself. So here. I hope you enjoyed this video. I wanted to try to combine some of the different things that I enjoy, like books and baking. And if you like this, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.